Well, hey Grant, my name is Greg, and you connected with my partner Josh on the Facebook Find Contractors Near Me page. Josh reached out to you and suggested that we would make you a video showing you what you may be able to do with your website to actually get more business in that way, rather than needing to trawl for work through Facebook groups. So what I'm going to do for you, Grant, is make a quick video for you, looking at your website, giving you some suggestions as to what you may be able to do to rank up in Google to get more potential customers finding you. You need to be in Google. Google is where most people start any major purchase for research, and then also for finding those vendors that will help them out. If you're not ranking on the first page of Google, you really are invisible. So I'm going to look at your website here. By way of overview, it's all about beating your competition to the top of Google search. And it's about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. I will give you the definitions of those three in a little bit. But what this is all about is making sure that Google trusts you, believes that you are an authority in your area, and that you are a relevant website to show on the first page of Google when someone is searching for your services. So let's go into content first. So here we are. Here's your website. It looks like a Wix website, and it looks like maybe it's still under construction. No worries. So when we talk about content, there are two main things we're talking about: quality and quantity of the words and images throughout your website. So let's talk about quantity first. Quantity is really important. If you're able to write large numbers of words about your services, and the recommendation is at least 1,500 words on the homepage and at least 500 words per service page in the back end. This is the recommendation. The reason why quantity is important: two reasons. Number one, authority. The Google machine assumes that if you're able to write lots of words about your services, that you must know what you're talking about. And if you know what you're talking about, then you are an authority. Number two is relevance. If you've written a lot of words about your services, then Google will assume that somewhere in those words are the answers that their customers are searching for, that you are a relevant website to show when someone is searching for example, residential draining solutions, Alabama. Okay, so that's on the quantity side of things. Now you have on your website less than 700 words. So you are short on words. So from an authority and relevance point of view related to content, you're not going to be on Google's radar. Okay. Let's talk about quality then of content. Quality is really important too. When we talk about quality, we are talking about the choice of words that you choose to write throughout your website. By choice of words, I mean as follows. Here I am looking at a Google page, and I've typed in a Google search: drainage, Montgomery, Alabama. Now, I don't know if you are in Montgomery, but I picked a fairly generic word that I think might suit your services. This is the kind of keyword phrase, and many like them, that we would need to write in throughout your website. The reason is as follows. When someone is searching for example, this phrase, we need to make sure that this phrase is mentioned on your website so that Google can make a match between this search and your page. If this keyword phrase is not on your page, Google doesn't know that you are relevant to show for this particular search. So the lack of content on your page, so 600 words, 700 words only, means there is very little opportunity currently for there to be any of these keyword phrases written throughout your content. And there shouldn't be more than 1 per 150 words. Let's take a look here. I'm showing you this tool that I use to analyze websites. Now I can see that your website currently gets 0 organic traffic. Okay, this is because Google has read your website, likely, and has not picked up any of these keywords to describe what your website is all about. But take a look here at perhaps one of your competition. At least they're in irrigation, certainly in Alabama. Now they get about 40 visitors to their website a month, of which they probably would convert, 15 to 20. They have 72 keywords. Now, when we think about keywords, we need to pull together a list of about 20 or 30 of the best keywords that most accurately describe your services, but also have the highest number of search volume per month. We can do that research, for example, using this tool. You see, here are a list of keywords, for example. Now, they're not going to be totally relevant to your business, but this is as an example. So here you see this volume number here are the number of searches per month for this particular keyword phrase. Okay, so we would go through many pages and find the best 20 or 30 of these with the highest possible volume to write into your website content. Okay, so there I've talked about content, quality, and quantity. It's super important. The next thing to talk about, as I mentioned, are what we call backlinks. Okay, a backlink is the number of times or a time when another website on the internet links back to your website. Okay, this is Google's popularity contest, and it's important to participate in this popularity contest. If a large number of other websites link back to your website and Google trusts those websites, then by association they will trust you. The more we build these links with high quality, high relevance sites, the more we drive trust to your website. The more Google trusts you, the more they can rank you. Now, you currently have no backlinks. There are no other websites linking to yours. You're not participating in the internet right now, which means that you have a trust score, this DR number. Well, you have no score. This is usually a percentage. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this particular irrigation company is doing. Now, they've done a really good job, actually. They have 82 other websites on the internet referring back to them, giving them a trust score of 29%. It's really good. So our strategy here for you would be to figure out who are the best websites that we can request link back to you. We pay for those links, or we simply register for those links, and we build these links up over time, month after month after month. This is ongoing work that builds your site's trust score so that you can be ranked in Google. Okay, that's backlinks. The third thing that I wanted to mention to you are what we call citations. A citation is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number anywhere on an online directory, both local and national. Think, for example, BBB, Yellow Pages, Yelp.com, and there are hundreds of others that you will never have heard of. These are important because the more we can get you registered in these directories, the more likely it is that you can win one of these spots here in the Maps section of Google. The Maps section are the first 3 results that ever show up. And more importantly, when your customers are searching using their mobile telephones, which most of them are, there would be a call now button right here so that they can call you directly without the friction of having to dig down into a listing, find a phone number, save that phone number, then call you from there. So citations are very important. And the strategy here is to figure out how many directory listings each of these top 3 have, and we beat them, not just by a couple, but by at least 100 or 150. My recommendation always when we do this work is to start with at least 200 citations off the bat from the get-go to give you a really great chance of getting right up here in the Maps section. So, so there you go. I've given you some suggestions in 3 areas. Content. Your website content is too light. You have less than 700 words, whereas you probably should have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 words. And those words should include all the keywords that your customers may use to find you. Number 2, backlinks. You need to build trust to your website by linking from other websites, okay, month after month to build this trust. And lastly, citations to get you up into the Maps section of Google. So there you go. I'm going to send you this email. I hope that you find it. I'm going to send you this video. I hope that you find it very useful. There's a lot that you can do to optimize your website, to make customers find you, and then to optimize for conversion once they do find you, to bring that business to you so that you don't have to spend your time on Facebook groups putting yourself out there for work, which may be working for you, but you know there are better ways. So there you go. I'm going to send this off to you. I appreciate you watching my video. I will call you in the next day or so for your feedback. Thank you so much.